Okay, so good day everybody, good evening. Welcome to the Quantum Lead Summit. So we're going to kick off very soon, and our guest is already in the studio, so I will soon be bringing her out. Um, Before we start, I just want to just say a little bit about Informa. Informa, I've had a crush on Informa Sha for a long while now, but it's me. Don't worry, don't mind. I'm just joking. Okay, but seriously, she's one of the greatest intellectuals I know. She's very sound when it comes to LinkedIn, and actually, she had been on a lot of speaking engagement this year back to back, and she was trying to take a rest, but I had to cajole her. I had to blackmail her to come here. Actually, that's what happened. She will not tell people, but I actually had to blackmail her to come here. So so please just sit tight and have your pen and papers handy. And I also want to learn, all right? So to the Bible, what's in part, and this part I don't see very well in this particular part that she's come to teach you. So please just please just have a tight and be blessed. And really be blessed.
Hi, good evening, everyone.
So yeah, good evening. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
I can hear you.
So I'm trying to post link on my status. Give me a second. Okay.
Okay.
Good evening. I'm very excited to be here. LinkedIn optimization is something that I love talking about because LinkedIn is one platform that I'm so passionate about, and it's a pleasure to be here. Although, yeah, like you said, I wanted to I had some things doing this month, and then I wanted to just take a break from speaking engagement. But I couldn't say no to him. And since LinkedIn is something that I'm so much, passionate about, and I always tell students and in fact anybody, okay, to be on LinkedIn. So I tried to accept the invitation to speak, and I hope that you follow through to get the best from today's class. Okay, so I may not really go, in depth because I think the main focus for this class is just to talk about LinkedIn and why you need LinkedIn. So um, I may not really go in depth into how you can gain visibility on LinkedIn, but I just hope that from the little I share, you can get an understanding of what you can do with LinkedIn and possibly how you can grow, okay, to some extent. And then also, I hope to share some resources with you. I think I gave him a link to a guide I earlier created, and hopefully, if you go through the guide, I believe you get more understanding as to how to, grow more on LinkedIn. Okay. Then so you invited me to speak on LinkedIn optimization, and one thing I want you to understand is that LinkedIn optimization basically is anything you can do with LinkedIn. Anything you can do with LinkedIn. Okay. I've heard most times I've heard people talking about LinkedIn optimization in terms of just your LinkedIn profile. Okay. They tell you need to do this to your profile, you need to do this and that. That is also LinkedIn optimization. But that's not where the story ends. Okay. LinkedIn optimization has to do with every single thing you can do with LinkedIn, how you can maximize LinkedIn to the fullest. All right. So, first of all, what is LinkedIn? Okay, LinkedIn is a social media platform. And what do you do with social media platforms? You send messages, you share pictures, you share memes, videos, content. Okay. But one thing that makes LinkedIn stand out from every other social media platform is that LinkedIn helps career and business professionals network, okay, come together, and then also helps entrepreneurs build relationships with potential clients, customers, and possibly partnerships. So that's just one very amazing thing that you rarely would find on other social media platforms. Now, basically, LinkedIn is it's a social media platform. Like I said, it connects internet users around the world, helping them, for brand visibility, career growth, and also opportunities such as job postings, resources, courses. Because with LinkedIn, you can learn, just like how you have Udemy, you have Coursera. You can learn with LinkedIn. Okay, LinkedIn has its own learning platform separate from the LinkedIn app itself. Okay, so it's more like you have an academy on LinkedIn as well. Okay, so now this is to say that LinkedIn is not just for job seekers or for thought leaders or experts in their niche. LinkedIn is for anybody whatsoever, wherever you are. If you're a student, if you're a recent graduate, a corporate serving, whatever you are or wherever you are, rather, LinkedIn is for you. Okay, LinkedIn is for you. So why should you optimize LinkedIn? First of all, you understand that the more active you are on LinkedIn, the more opportunities you draw to yourself. The more active you are on LinkedIn, the more opportunities you draw to yourself. And one of such opportunities is personal branding. Okay, your personal brand basically is the perception you create in the minds of people about yourself, and it's what you tell people or what you show people that they feel you are. So if I promote myself as someone that is very good at accounting skills, that's who people will see me as. Okay, Fama is knowledgeable in accounting. Okay, so with LinkedIn you can promote your personal brand. That's one of the opportunities that LinkedIn gives to you. All right, then also with LinkedIn you have the opportunity to get speaking engagement basically. So it all depends on your activities on LinkedIn, how often the value you communicate on LinkedIn. You get people messaging you, inviting you for to come and feature or speak in one of their webinars or a conference or something. Okay, that's what one other opportunity you can get from leveraging LinkedIn. Then also job offers, partnerships, and client acquisition. But one thing I would love to say is, when we talk about job offers, I've tried to make people understand that LinkedIn is not, people when people hear LinkedIn, there's this thing that comes to mind. LinkedIn is a place to get jobs, and I've tried as much as possible to make sure I revamp that thinking, because job offers, getting a job offer is what you make it basically. So what I mean is that you join LinkedIn or that you register and sign up on LinkedIn and become a LinkedIn user does not automatically mean that you get a job. Okay, so it all depends on your level of activity, what you do with LinkedIn. So I think that about three basic ways you can get jobs on LinkedIn. Number one is to leverage on the LinkedIn job alerts. Okay, so just like how you have, Indeed, you have Jobberman that frequently gives you job, like shows you job opportunities where you can decide to apply if you want to. So LinkedIn is just that way. You can set your job alerts to specific industry interest, so what you're interested in. So it that you get those alerts does not automatically mean you've gotten the job. You have to apply for the job, and just like every other person, you apply, and if you're selected, come for an interview, and if you're successful, you get the job. Okay, then secondly, you can get job opportunities through reaching out to people. Okay, I was about to say thank God I'm here. Wonderful. So you can get job opportunities by reaching out to people. All right, and this is one thing that it works. Okay, maybe not all the time, but it works. And maybe probably you've heard about cold DMing. So just reaching out to people, you go through someone's profile, and then you see that this person is doing something you're interested in. Now, even if it's not a job that would pay you, but you can get a job that you volunteer for so that you learn. Okay, so that you learn. So you can get job by, as I said, reaching out to people. Then you can also get jobs when people reach out to you. Okay, people can reach out to you. So on LinkedIn, I won't really discuss about LinkedIn Premium here, but LinkedIn has a premium. One of their premium, they have about four premium features. and one of them is the recruiter's light. So what that feature does is it helps recruiters get access to potential employees. Okay, and it's through your profile, right? What your profile says, and then they do a search, and if you're lucky, they reach out to you. But it's very rare. It's very, and that's why I mentioned it like the third way you can get a job on LinkedIn, because it's very rare. It's very rare, but it does happen. I've I know someone that has gotten a job through LinkedIn. Like a recruiter reach out to her and then she got a job. And even I myself, okay. I think the reason why I didn't mention my own case is because maybe I was looking at ours as this is a multinational corporation. Okay, but for me, the current role I play, I currently work for two startups. Okay, and I got these jobs through LinkedIn as well. So I connected with these persons. They saw my profile, reached out to me via DM, and we got a call, and that was it. That was it. Okay, so you can get jobs through those three means I've mentioned. All right. So I tried to mention this to clarify those persons that get this confused. Okay, that get confused about how to get jobs on LinkedIn, because a lot of people have held this myth, or this belief that once you join LinkedIn, once you sign up on LinkedIn, you get a job. It does not work that way. Okay. Then second, I'm talking about why you should optimize your LinkedIn. Why you should optimize LinkedIn. Secondly, you should optimize LinkedIn to share your expertise. Okay. So if you're a student, you're a career person, you're you're an industry expert, whatever you do, you can use LinkedIn to show that side of you. So for someone that is into marketing big time, can use LinkedIn to communicate his expertise, create content that teaches people how to become better marketers. Now you may not necessarily have to give them premium value, but there are things you can definitely give out for free. All right. Then as a career person, or maybe an engineer, whatever you do, you can, if you want people to reach out to you for a particular kind of, or for what you do basically, you can create content around that so that you build that expertise. You make people understand that I'm good in this thing. And when your content communicates it, when your content can communicate your your ability to do something, you see that people would you be the go-to guy. You be the go-to guy basically. Okay. Then now, many people, including myself, talk about posting on LinkedIn. We talk about making posts on LinkedIn as one of, or will I say, the major way to gain visibility on LinkedIn, which is true, which is true. But the thing is, I tell people, if you don't have a reason, a why for posting, don't post at all. Don't post at all, because you would give up easily. You will give up easily. So if you don't have anything you want to communicate with people, then don't post. Now I know that you may feel like, if I don't post, then how do I increase my followers, increase my connections? But the thing is, why do you need followers when you're not willing to give them value, or willing to you know to like I said, give them value. Okay, so you can't that you don't post on LinkedIn does not mean you don't have access to those opportunities on LinkedIn. You still do. Okay, you still do. So the main thing is, which I'm coming to that part, is to optimize your LinkedIn profile. And once you have an optimized LinkedIn profile, you can still have access to you know to job opportunities. Okay, posted on LinkedIn, you can still get recruiters reaching out to you, and every other thing that one can enjoy from LinkedIn. All right. So once you don't have a strong why, once you don't have a reason for posting, except you want to post because, like I said before, you want to show your level of expertise, or you want to become an influencer, that's very fine. That's very fine. But once you don't have anything you want to pass across to people, then just let it be. Just let it be. Okay. Follow through, read people's posts, comment. Now the thing is, not just posting alone. If you engage on people's posts, add your thoughts to people's posts, show your level of knowledge. That alone can can attract people to your to you. Okay, that alone can attract people to yourself. So even without you posting on LinkedIn, you can still gain a level of visibility, no matter how small it is. No matter how small it is. So let me move on to what an optimized profile is about, what it looks like. Okay, so basically, an optimized profile is one that have the necessary sections filled out. So on LinkedIn, you have the section where you put your profile, your picture. Okay, you put your picture. You also have where you can include a headline. You also have where you can include your skills, your experience, your work experience, your volunteering experiences. You can also include a summary of yourself, what you do, and these are things that are necessary to have, like LinkedIn call it, an all-star profile. Okay. Now, with this enough, with this well, no, well filled out, you can gain profile visibility. All right, you can get profile visibility. Now, one thing I would like to tell you, one secret I would like you to know tonight is for you to gain visibility with your profile, ensure you make use of keywords that are used in your industry. So, for someone that's into, um, let's say, web development, right? You want to make use of keywords like JavaScript, CSS, what again? There are a lot of them, Bootstrap, and the rest of them, software development, right? Because the reason why is when people search for you on LinkedIn, or when people search on LinkedIn, they usually search in terms of keywords. So if I want to look out for accountants in Nigeria, what I will search for is accountants, then probably put the location. And those persons that have accountants displayed in their profile are who I would see, okay, at the search results I would get. So imagine someone that's an accountant does not even say anything about accounting on his or her profile. Definitely that person's profile won't show up. Okay. So take note of keywords that are used in your industry so that your profile can be seen by people. Your profile can be seen by people. All right. So that being said, lastly, let me talk about what does optimizing your profile do for you. Okay, so I've spoken about optimizing your profile, the necessary sections, and the rest of it. So, what does optimizing your profile do for you? Number one is, okay. In fact, the shortest answer to that question is it helps you build visibility. That's the shortest answer to the question. But if I'm to go further to break that down, I would say the first thing it does is that it helps people to understand who you are, what you do. Okay, and that's why you should optimize or make good use of your headline. Okay, make good use of your headline. So your headline should tell us what you do, like what you do as a person. Are you an accountant? Who do you help? What result do you help them get? All right. So your headline also understand what kind of person you are. Then okay. Then number two, it helps your profile get found in searches. Like I said before, when you have an optimized profile, it increases your chances of getting found when people search for keywords around your niche. All right. Then number three, it helps you promote yourself and grow your personal brand. I've been saying all this like since the beginning of this live section. It helps you increase your like your personal brand. It builds more visibility for you. All right. So if you go to my LinkedIn page, you see that I expressly stated that I help startups 0 to 3 years prepare proper accounting records that increases their sales in less than 12 months. So with that, you know what I do. Okay. I know that this person is an accountant. And then I also help people, students and professionals maximize LinkedIn. So your headline helps you communicate your value. Now, If you're the kind of person that posts on LinkedIn, you use it also, you can use it for your personal branding as well. All right. With the content you share, people understand what you do, and then it helps them have this perceived, they know what you do and the value you communicate. Okay. Then lastly, number four, sorry, it helps you build quality relationships. For me, I think this is even the best thing about LinkedIn. Now, the reason why is, if you think about it, so other social media platforms like Facebook, like Instagram, okay, um, I didn't just not this is not to throw shades on all these platforms, but if you agree with me, you'll notice that whenever people from maybe other countries, say like Asian countries or European countries, message you on LinkedIn. Sorry, message you see on Facebook or let's use Facebook, right? You have this level of skepticism. You're like, "Ah, this person, what does this person want? This person is scammer. This person, like there's just this skepticism hanging over that conversation. All right. But with LinkedIn, the level of skepticism is lower. Now, not to say that there are no scammers on LinkedIn. They are, but the rate at which you find scammers on LinkedIn is way lower than you would find on platforms like Facebook. Okay. So with that, it helps you build quality relationships. Now, I would have spoken about visibility, how to increase visibility on LinkedIn. But since I already have it in that free guide, I'll just share the link with you or ask you guys to share the link. But basically, there are about four ways you can build visibility on LinkedIn. Number one is through your headline, like I've mentioned before, your posts, your level of engagement on other people's content, and then the use of keywords. So uh, in the free guide you find that I broke it down very well as to how you can leverage on these four acts to build visibility on LinkedIn. Okay, with that being said, I think I'm done. Like I said before, I wasn't going to waste time. I just need you to ask me questions. That I want this class to be very interactive. I think there's not much to say. I want to know your questions, like where probably meets you things you've heard about LinkedIn and you need clarification about, or something you don't understand. Whatever it is, I just need you to ask me questions so that I would help you clear it out. Yeah.
Okay, so while I'm still waiting for the questions, I don't know. I have my own personal question. Like, should I ask? So while we wait for this
Sure,
to
sure, you can ask. You can ask.
okay, so people find LinkedIn to be weird, strangely weird. Although I don't
Really?
know. I find it yes. There are a lot of persons that run away from LinkedIn. They feel like it's more professional. Actually, it's professional, and I like the part that it's professional. Like I think I was discussing with a friend of mine. She was telling me that LinkedIn you hardly see people for instance, on Facebook now you can post something and someone will come and tell you, "Hey, sweetheart, should I slide into your DM?" You know, all those perverse statements. You don't find most of them on LinkedIn. Everyone on LinkedIn is very serious. Like they're very serious. It's either you're giving us value or you just get out. So that's how you hardly see people make comments like any comment that is not value given. It's not all comments are value given on LinkedIn per se, but at least all of them are either suggestions,
Yeah.
uploads, or something to tell you that okay, thank you for this value that you're giving us. Unlike Facebook, that you can see somebody will tell you, is the eye for me, is the beauty for me, is the smile for me. You don't hardly see all those kind of things on LinkedIn. So, but
Yeah, I
this is my
understand.
question. So,
Okay. Okay.
okay, you want to say something?
Okay. I'm going to say that I feel like that used to be the truth, but for
Okay,
me, LinkedIn is getting less formal. Like
yeah, yeah.
probably I don't know about you, but there are people in like among my connections that I know I follow their content, and people are really getting less formal these days. So things like you're beautiful or can I start your DM? I think I do see them these days on LinkedIn. But yes, that bow formality is still there. But to some extent, I think people are lightening up a bit, freeing up a bit.
And actually, for me, I don't like the fact that it's getting less formal. But guys, yes, honestly,
Okay.
I don't know. People think I'm a serious person. Well, I play a lot, but I don't know. I just love the formality of LinkedIn. The fact that yes, everybody knows what they came there to do. It's
Yeah.
not that there's less play. So all of us are all busy. So one of my question is, first of all, how does one how does one increase engagement on their post on LinkedIn? That's the first question. Because most times you feel as if you post, nobody's seeing your comments. Actually, I'm actually struggling with this too because I think I have about 3,100 followers now on LinkedIn, and I see people who have way less than me, like 1,000 followers on LinkedIn, and they are getting like 127. Although I
Yeah.
know that the algorithm favors LinkedIn very well, like you can go viral on LinkedIn by having one connection. It happens. I've seen that. I've seen someone that has like 87 connections and the person just went viral, had about 4,000 and something likes. I'm like, how? How is this possible? This is something that you hardly see it on Facebook. So how does one increase their engagement on LinkedIn? So
Okay, so
please
the thing
throw
is,
light on that.
I've noticed that LinkedIn recently favors more more of upcoming LinkedIn users. I don't know how true this is, but I've heard one or two persons saying it, on LinkedIn, like in a post. But that's not a proven truth or fact. But that aside, now one thing about LinkedIn is it's very easy for someone that has, like you said, it is something connection on LinkedIn to make a post and have 5,000, 10,000 likes and comments on the post. The reason is whenever you make a post on LinkedIn and someone in your connection comments on that post or leaves a reaction, either like, love, support, insightful, I think there are about 4 or 5, right, on your post, their connection get to see it on their timeline. Okay, so you see something like Ifeoma Ezekoli liked or commented on this post. Okay, so you as my connection may decide to read the post and then also engage. I don't know if you understand. So that's one of the reasons why you can see someone that has 80 something connections having 4,000 reactions and maybe 100 comments on his or her post. So that's how the algorithm works. Probably in the future it will change, we don't know, but for now that's how it works. Then another thing I would say is people need to understand that for every post you make on LinkedIn, you're starting afresh. Like you're always starting afresh. So even if you made a post, maybe your last post had about 200 engagements on it, like in terms of likes and comments, does not mean that your next post will have up to that. Okay, possibly can even have more than that, but it varies. So your post does not pick up from your previous post. Every single
Okay.
post is on its own. It's like you're always starting afresh. Just look at it that way. You're always starting afresh whenever you make a post. So no post picks up from the previous post. They all stand on their own. All right, have that in mind. Then another thing is consistency. Okay, but I think before I even talk about consistency, I think one other reason why people don't get so much engagement on their posts is because I think they've not defined the kind of content they want to be posting on their platform.
Okay,
So
once
for
we have
instance, today you come and post on sales, today you come and post maybe something different, maybe on web design or whatever, but something totally different. So your post is not narrowed down to either one particular thing or two specific things. Okay. And then your audience, because if I read your post today, you talk about sales, I may be one that have interest in sales. I'll definitely want to see your next post. Now if I see your probably
okay.
sorry, can you hear me?
Hear me? Yes, I can. I think network.
Can you?
Just at some point, but
Sorry.
I can hear you now. Yes, I can. Hello, can you hear me?
Sorry, a call came in, so it's
All right,
connected my
it's
phone.
right. All right.
So, what was I saying? Okay,
We're
so I
talking
was talking
about
about, okay, your post
the
not
post being
starting
on
like
its own. Yeah.
exactly. So it's always on its own. Okay, it's always on its own. Now then, so I was going to talk about consistency, right? Okay, I think now I was talking about the fact that, so if you're one that you post something about sales, I read your post, I'm interested in it, and then your subsequent post, maybe three posts, consecutive posts are on three different topics entirely. Now I'm not sure as to what exactly you talk about on your LinkedIn profile. And that's why I think one of the good things LinkedIn did of late is not this year though. I think it was last year. Is they created this thing called creators mode. So with creators mode, you can tell us what you talk about. Okay, 5 things you talk about. Now, if those 5 things, so for those, since you know you have those 5 things on your profile, your content should be restricted to just
I
those
think.
5 things, all right?
Right.
So that people understand, okay, these are the kind of content I'll be seeing on this person's profile. I don't know if you get, but if a profile is on different topics, you like, man, you tune people out. Like, they don't know when they will see a post on sales again, or when they will see a post on marketing again, or when they will see a post on personal branding again. Like, and with that, the interest to follow you is lost. I don't know if you get.
Okay.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
another way you can increase engagement. And another thing is consistency. The truth is, I've seen people with over 100 followers on LinkedIn having just like 14 likes or reactions on their posts. Okay. So the thing is, it's just consistency. The main thing is just know that you're there because you want to offer value to your audience, and then you want to also gain visibility. All right. So just be consistent with it, because if you're someone that is too, you're very keen as to how many reactions did I get, how many comments did I get, man, you stop posting, you lose motivation. So just be consistent. Then again, I would say timing. Okay, the time you post
Okay.
on LinkedIn kind of matters. So as a Nigerian, you will not want to post by 2 a.m. in the night. And other fellow
Okay.
Nigerians are sleeping. They're sleeping. Okay, so you want to post when other persons would be active, other
Active.
people are active. Okay, so times like 8:45 is good. Like, these are some things I researched about. So I think 7:45, 9:45, 11, 12, then noon also, maybe 1, 2 is also fine. Okay. But try for me these days, I try to leave my post at um 12, 11, 12, because I know I'm not just trying to serve just the Nigerian audience. I'm also trying to network with people
Okay.
outside Nigeria. So for countries like America, that I think they're 6 hours behind, right? So if you're posting by after 8 or 8 o'clock in the morning, it means that fellow Americans are still sleeping. Okay, so you want to post at a time that the algorithm will favor you more. Okay, then
Okay.
also you can create a support community. Okay, so you can have like a group where like minds are, or people that post on LinkedIn are. You can just create a group. So once you post on LinkedIn, share the link, and then every other person engage on that post.
Okay.
So that's another thing you can do to increase your engagement.
Increase the engagement. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. I think I have one more questions. Um, I've noticed that there is the LinkedIn profile, so the LinkedIn Premium, and then the
Mm,
normal LinkedIn. So,
yeah.
is there any advantage that the LinkedIn Premium, because I know that that's paid for, I know they pay for it, but
The,
is there any advantage that someone who's using the LinkedIn Premium has over the other LinkedIn?
definitely, definitely. So there are things that the LinkedIn Premium offer you. So for instance, in the LinkedIn Premium, there's what they call email credits. So basically, an email allows you to send a message or messages to people that are not in your connection. Okay, people that are not, that you don't have a connection with on LinkedIn. So if probably I want to I want to connect with the HR personnel of, let's say, UBA, and the person, the way the person's profile is, this person, you cannot send a personalized invite to the person, because there's another feature called personalized invite where you can just also send a connection request and then send a message. But for some people, that feature is turned off. But with email, you can send a connection request as well, send a message. Okay, but it's limited. So the LinkedIn Premium, there are basically four types. You have the premium career, premium. They have recruiters light. We have
Okay.
premium business. We have sales navigator. So it's all like for the premium career, I think it gives you just 5 email. Then for the premium business, it gives you 10. For sales navigator, it gives you 15. Then recruiters, I gives you 20. Yeah, so five, five, five. Like the difference is just five. So with
Okay.
that, you which can reach out to more people on LinkedIn. I think that a lot of people on LinkedIn that are so, they are so strict when it comes to the kind of connection requests they receive. So if it's someone that you really really want to connect with, LinkedIn email is your sure bet. Like you can shoot your shot, explain to the person why you want to connect with the person or what you need using an email. But if you're on the free plan, you can't send an email, and that opportunity is lost to connect with the person if the person is kind of someone that's very strict as to the no to accepting connection requests. Yeah. Okay, I think I
Okay.
just mentioned one. Sorry, sorry. That's just one benefit. Then also, the premium feature allows you to know those who have viewed your profile. Okay. Now the free feature does that, but if
Okay.
you've noticed, it does not show every single person that's viewed your profile. But with the premium feature, you have that leverage to see everyone that has viewed your profile in the last 90 days. In the last 90 days. That's just one interesting thing about the LinkedIn Premium. Then also you get unlimited search results. So if you're searching for something using a keyword, you can like you have access to all the results that you can possibly get, right? But with the free premium, maybe limited to just about 1,000 or something, but not the entire no, not the entire thing. Then also LinkedIn Premium offers you the opportunity to take courses. So, like I said before, when I was talking, that LinkedIn Premium, sorry, LinkedIn has what you call LinkedIn Learning, like kind of a learning academy of its own, LinkedIn Learning. So you take different courses. Like it's just so fantastic. There's so many courses on anything you want to learn at all. If it's leadership, if it's branding, if it's business, web design, video editing, graphic, like there are a lot of tons of courses there. So once you subscribe to the premium plan, you have access to those courses. And at the end of the day, if you take those courses, you get a certification, which you can add to your profile on LinkedIn as well, to build that credibility. Yes. So those are just some, some wonderful things about using the LinkedIn Premium. Then there's something I would like to add. If you for someone that is just signing up on LinkedIn for the first time, you have access to make use of the premium plan for free. Okay, they usually give it to first time users, and I think they give it to first time users. Yes. So once you can decide to make use of the LinkedIn premium plan for a period of 1 month. Then after 1 month you subscribe. But one thing I tell people is, if you want to ever take advantage of that the free month, like the 1 month free period, make sure you have something you want to do with it. So probably that there's someone you really want to reach out to, or there's a course you really want to take, or something that the free plan does not, that you don't have access to using the free plan. Make sure you have something you want to do with it, so that you don't end up wasting it. Okay, you don't waste it. And then if you are taking advantage of that free 1 month free period, you don't have plans to subscribe subsequently, make sure that before the 31st day or before the last day, you unsubscribe. Because if you don't, they'll deduct it from your account, okay, because you would have to put in your account details initially while trying to get access to the free month. Yeah, to the free 1 month. So that's just it. That's just it.
Okay, so thank you so much. One last question for you, Lee. Do hashtags
Mm.
work on LinkedIn?
Yeah, hashtag does, because hashtags has the potential to promote your post to even people that you're not connected with. So like, when I mentioned the fact that when I was trying to explain that someone with a something connections can still have about 4,000 reactions when their connection engages on their post. But even without your connection engaging, with the use of hashtags, especially if someone is following the hashtag, okay. So once you make a post and use the hashtag, the person can see the post, even if you guys are not connected, as long as the person is following the hashtag. Okay, so it's just one way you can use to also increase engagement on your post. So if you know you post something about probably whatever it is, maybe sales, can use the sales hashtag, or if it's about success, can use a success habits hashtag, or so just only success hashtag, so that it also helps boost your post if possible.
All right, thank you so much. It's been fun, seriously, listening to you. And honestly, I learned a lot, and I'm very, very sure our audience learns a lot because so far the audience has been increasing and decreasing. I think maybe sometimes it's network, but the link is going to be left at the Telegram group chat so that whoever it is that wants to maybe um come back and maybe read or listen to you all over again, they'll always do that. So thank you so much. I do not take this for granted. I know how busy you are, and I know the things I did to make sure that you come here, but it's well. So thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
So everybody on the group chat, Informa has dropped for us a gift. She dropped a link to one of our free teachings. So she also has books that she has also written, which maybe I'll also share with you in the Telegram group. So please just keep your eye, keep staying in the waiting room. I'll share those free links and then have book with you. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your comments. Thank you so much. All right, do have a good night.
Thank you.
All right.